Hey guys, I'm Ashley, and today we're going to talk about your photography website. So, the problem that I see with most photographers that I coach is that they're trying to work with a website that's just basically a gallery of images with a contact page, like a contact me and your email address. And the reason that this doesn't generally drive a whole lot of clients is because you are not directing your clients to do anything. So when you come to my photography website, and I'll show you in a minute, my website is actually treated like an employee in my studio. It's actually got places where the client can take action, they can request information, they can move to the next step without me having to be involved. So they're not having to go and copy and paste my email or even fill out the email form with a question of what it is that they're looking for. Each page of my website is specifically directing that type of client to get the information for the type of session that they're looking for. This is called treating your website like a funnel. You want it to be a sales funnel. So basically, you want to take the people who are coming into your website and you want to work them down into the best, most viable people to come in and go through your process the way that you want. Not everybody is going to be your perfect client. So I like each page to actually be a funnel unto itself. One maybe for family photos, one maybe for baby photos, so that when they request the information from that page, they get sent the information for a baby session or for a family session specifically, and they're not having to weed through a bunch of other session types to find the information that they're looking for. Then it also asks them to take action and book their consultation. So most of the time when I'm actually working, when I'm on a shoot or when I'm in a consultation, I will have 2 or 3 people actually booking their own consultations during that time. They're not waiting for me to get back to them on email. They're not waiting for my response of when is a good time for me or when is a good time for them. And so I'm not losing those people along the way, and they're able to funnel into my system a lot more seamlessly. So let's take a look at how that works and why that's important, and why when you pick the platform for your website, that you need to pick one that has that functionality and has it modular in a way that you can just drag and drop and create that out of the web page builder that you're working with without having to like pull your hair out and learn soup to nuts about how to code something like that. It's bananas. And so I use Kajabi. I love Kajabi. There's some links down below if you want to learn more about Kajabi. One of them will get you double the length of a regular free trial period, and one of them has a little mini class that I put together that will basically show you step by step how I built that platform to work for my photography business, our local type of business, as opposed to a national type of website business. And so let's take a look at that real quick and see what we're looking at. Okay, so when you come to my website, the first thing you'll notice is I made sure and choose a hero image, as they call this very top image, that's really going to set me apart from other photographers in my market. It's going to be the kind of image that people are going to look at and be like, oh my gosh, I can't get that anywhere else. That's going to be a big differentiator in making sure that you drive leads into your business. From there, you're going to notice there's buttons all over my website. And so people are encouraged very easily from the very beginning to take action and book their session. From there, I have a theory that people do business with people, and so they want to know who it is that they're working with. And so I actually had a video produced of me in different types of situations, talking about how I shoot and what the value system is in our business and what we're about. And so that's the very next thing that you see, is getting to know me, because people want to hire a photographer that they feel like they can connect with. And then we talk about what they're going to walk away with. We talk about prints and why it's important to print, because in my business, it's very important to one of our largest sellers is wall portraits and other print items. And so it's very important for me to set the tone from the very beginning that we are going to be creating print images when you work with me. And then from there, I can show them that I can mock stuff up. We are an IPS studio. You don't have to be an IPS studio to create a website that funnels clients in, but it just depends on how you work your studio. So I talk about how we can mock up their walls when we create their images, and how we send an installation team in to hang them as well. And then from there, they can choose from these sections which type of session they're looking for. They're looking for a family session, a baby session. There's a video about our senior sessions. We have a fundraising program, etc. And then why we're a certified professional photographer studio through PPA, etc. So all of that is really introducing what we are about. But the magic comes in each of the pages beyond that. So you'll see up here in my header that each of our different types of sessions has their own dedicated page. So when you come to, for example, our family page, once again, we have a family right up top. It's a session in a winery, and so it's a little bit different from most of the family sessions you see in our market. And then there's a button of go ahead and get the information. Now you'll see those throughout each of my pages. And what happens then is when they hit that, they are encouraged to put their name, email, and phone number in. That captures them for me into my email list, and it automatically sends them all of the family portrait information that I need them to know before they make the choice to move forward and book a consultation. So they're not having to wait for me to get back to my computer to answer each individual email one-on-one. They're actually getting all of that information automatically, and then they actually, in that email, have the option to book their consultation on my calendar immediately. So this is the kind of functionality that if you have a Kajabi type platform, you're able to funnel those clients in very quickly and easily instead of them having to go and sift through a bunch of different types of images to find what family images look like for your business, and also being able to very quickly get the information into their hands and determine if they want to move forward. It also keeps me from having to have the same conversation over and over and over again and really honestly wasting time. I do have testimonials here that sift through, and then more about our values as a family studio as well. Each of those things is then replicated for each type of session that we do. And actually our professional headshots can be purchased right here in the website. They can actually click that and book their session and pay for it in the website. So these are all functionalities that Kajabi has so easily and seamlessly that I'm able to build in no time. So let's talk about the back end a little bit. So when you first sign up for Kajabi, and like I said, there's a link down below where you can actually get double the amount of free trial time. And when you start with Kajabi, that link will get you 28 days and you can start poking around, or I do have a day-by-day 28 video course that will show you exactly how to set it up for a local business that is also in the link below. Excuse me. But basically what happens is you have this dashboard where you're going to be able to see how many people have opted in to each of your forms, meaning given you their email address. And then when you go to build each page, it's super modular. So we're going to go to the website and customize our homepage. And what that's going to give us is this template that we can change as we want. So we'll put our logo up here. Here in the hero section, that's where we can put the picture behind it. So we just click on that section and pick a file, drag and drop that picture, and then it puts the picture in there. And then whenever you change from desktop to mobile, it'll show you right here exactly what it's going to look like with that picture in it for different sizes, for different devices that people are going to be looking at your website on. Then from there, you can choose from a variety of different section types and literally just drag and drop how you want to build your sections out. So this one is called a features section. There are 3 individual features. You can change the pictures up here. You can add icons. You can add photos. You can add different descriptions, so different reasons that they need to work with you, etc. If you want to have a video section, you would literally just go in and pick down here a video section, and it'll give you the option to upload your video into that window, and then you can give it a title. You can change pretty much anything about it, but they're so drag and drop modular that it just makes it a no-brainer, and you're able to build these pages out so quickly. The other types of sections that you'll have access to, this is an image gallery. You can add and subtract how many images come across that section. You can do a link list, which you can kind of replace your footer and have different links. You can have just an image. You can import Facebook comments from different posts. You can have features. I like the features when we were talking about before. You can have a call to action where you build another button. You can have your blog posts automatically feeding in where there's going to be like windows of each of your most recent blog posts. You can have a countdown timer. I love the countdown timer, you guys, for any partnerships we are doing that are going to expire at the end of the month, or a limited edition session, or on my senior pages, I actually put in countdown timers to graduation dates. So there's a lot of ways that you can build anticipation with these different types of sections, and literally they're just drag and drop. So when you go back, it looks very much like layers in Photoshop. If we want that call to action to be right under the hero, you just grab it and drag and drop it, or drag and drop it under the features, and you're good to go. And then hit save and you're live. So you can add whatever pictures that you have taken that you really feel proud of. Once again, always use your best work. And then your pages are good to go. So that's the basic functionality. We also are going to have a lot of flexibility with our marketing. So when it comes to the emails, you're going to be able to set up kind of exactly what your emails are going to look like, who they're coming from. Your logo will appear on every email that goes out. And then you can actually set up campaigns so that they're called sequences, so that when somebody fills out the form on your baby page, they're getting the baby information. And so you can connect it so that that page is connected to that automated email. So this is why, for me as a photography business, it's a no-brainer to have my site on Kajabi, because it's literally doing most of the work for me. Okay, so if you want to try building out your website on Kajabi, that just looks so easy and so functional and so phenomenal that you just want to try it out. Like I said, you can get double the amount of free trial time by using the link below. And if in that 28-day trial, instead of 14, if you want to be taken step by step and just have bite-sized daily videos of like what you need to do to get it up and running in that 28 days, I have a link for that below as well. I hope you're having a great day. Good luck with your website, and I look forward to seeing what you create. Thanks.